Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp he's
Come on,
You
man.
pulled one out there.
yeah, he's crazy.
All right.
You got some ball knowledge, huh?
He knows ball.
You're knowledgeable.
This guy knows ball right here.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Glass House Hoops podcast. I'm your host, Jacob Johnson, along with my co-host, Isiah Lightsy. We got 2 special guests here today who are actually roommates. For those who don't know, we got Torey Alston and Chris Loofe, the man with infinite nicknames.
Come on.
So it's I think we got a good amount of questions today.
We do.
What
We
you
do.
got for us.
For everybody that doesn't know, they have the same nickname, Buck and Buck.
That's
Buck
one
and
of them.
Buck.
That's
Yes.
one of them.
Here we go.
I mean, you know Chris Loofe. He goes by Loofe and Schmertz.
Yep.
And when he shoots the ball, we call him Big Loofe.
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
Christian Loofe Vuitton.
Come on.
I can keep going.
Keep it going.
I
Keep
can
it going.
Loofe.
Keep it going.
My first question is definitely something for the people. They all want to know, have you always been this tall? Like, are you always been the tallest on your team, or is this like a new thing for you?
I was always like pretty tall. I think I was in 8th grade. I was like 5'11", so that's probably not normal. But from like 8th grade summer to like my 9th grade year, I went from like 5'11" to like 6'6". So I made like a huge growth spurt, and I just kept growing. So I grew. My freshman year I was 6'6". My sophomore year I was like 6'7", 6'8". My junior year of high school I was like 6'10", and now I'm 6'11". So I just like kept growing. But then I had a really big growth spurt, like
And I know you felt that in the knees for sure. I know
Yeah.
everybody here. is
ankles,
Yeah.
decent
knees.
height. Everything was hurting.
Everything.
Back, whatever.
Yeah.
Growing pains be crazy.
Man.
Were you the cool kid because you were tall, or did you get made fun of?
Nah,
You
I
know,
was
some
the,
kids get
when you
made fun
slap
of.
the top of the door.
Yeah.
I was the
Asking you, like,
really
get stuff.
unathletic tall kid. Like one of my coaches when I was playing baseball called me Bambi on ice.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
But then I ended up growing into my body. You know,
You made it, man.
I'm a little
You
bit
did,
athletic.
yeah.
He's super athletic now.
Hey.
And now for Torey, the other question that I've been wanting to know, because
Oh.
I found out recently that your dad actually played football here in the
he did.
80s. I was wondering, for you, recruitment-wise, how was that? Like, was that an influence on you in your recruiting to come here because, like, kind of a legacy type of thing? What do you think about that?
I mean, I really didn't think of it as like a legacy thing, but it was more of a like it did influence it. Like me and my dad, we talked about, even my mom, like it was like, yeah, it'd be really cool for you to go to the same college that your dad went to, like a long time ago. I was like, I think it'd be cool too. And then I really thought like this place like really fit me. So I mean, it did influence it a little bit, but it was more of like the place for real. It's a very nice place. I like it here. It's surrounded by good guys.
It's good. It's good here.
Good guys.
Great
I have a
guys.
question. Was your dad as athletic as you are?
Does
it run in the family?
Question.
Yeah.
Or is it just you?
It runs in the family.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. At first, my dad was a football player, and then he went to play basketball, and he won him a dunk contest.
Okay.
Oh, so the
Okay, yeah.
jumping runs
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
family.
It runs in the family for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What you don't know is me and Torey were in here after one of the games for our for the after game, post game interview,
Yeah.
and they had to ask him about when you dunked on that dude. So was your dad able to fly like that? I want footage of your dad whenever we get a
Yeah,
chance.
we need that.
I've
We need the
I know he's
footage.
coming to another game. I need the footage from your
See,
dad.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you can get that footage. It was a long time ago.
It was the 80s.
The 80s, they had
It was black and white. Black and white.
No,
Nah,
it
not
was
the
80s. 80s.
Listen,
I don't know.
my dad still shows me newspapers. We
He
still
had newspapers of himself?
Yes.
Is it crazy to say that I have a newspaper of myself in Minneapolis?
Newspapers in black
that
and white,
make me
though. I
old?
just like to
Yeah.
throw that out
yeah.
there.
Well, no, they definitely got newspapers in color.
I mean, they do, but like,
Is yours in black and white? That's the real question.
My newspaper was for Champlin, like my high school, and so it was a big newspaper about like how well we're doing as a team, and so I had my little cover photo and stuff like that. But I think that was just like as a city thing, so those were in black and white. They call them retro newspapers. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know what to say about that.
hey, let's move on.
But as we're talking about recruiting, do you guys have any recruiting stories of what made you guys decide? We'll definitely start with Loofe to come to Middle Tennessee State.
I don't know if I have any stories. I think the main thing that sold me, though, was I didn't have to live in a dorm my first year. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Because I went to a prep school, and I had to live in a dorm for, like, a year and a half, and I didn't like it. So I don't want to be, like, 2.5 years in a dorm.
Mm.
And yeah, I didn't want to do that. So that was like the main selling point for me.
No, I feel that. They never had to deal with
No,
that. We had different
yeah.
experiences than y'all.
Okay.
We had the dorm,
JUCO, yeah.
cat food.
Yeah.
Y'all never
No.
had to deal with that. Y'all get to go to
Y'all living good over
Costco,
here.
eat well,
It's
cooking
'cause you-
steaks and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because you've been in college forever.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's okay. that was uncalled for.
That's great. He always wants to get to that.
Yeah.
He always does.
It's okay.
Sheesh.
He just turned 16, that's why.
He
Yo,
did. He's
it's-
still. Are you still the youngest on the team?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you are. But
He
he's
is.
one of the oldest freshmen.
But it's
in
an
the
old
nation.
team though, so
It is the
like
old
that's
Yo.
We were talking about that earlier today. We've got 9 guys
Yeah.
who are 22 or older.
Yeah.
And I think we've got 7 seniors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh,
Senior,
and-
senior day finna be crazy.
And
It's gonna be long.
whichever camera is gonna focus on me, we definitely want to give a shout out to one of our seniors, Cam Weston. As this is being shot right now, he won Player of the Week in Conference USA.
Hey,
So we're gonna
I didn't
give
know
him a
that.
nice
Come on,
round of
man.
applause. You know,
That's
you
tough.
gotta
There we go.
shout out the guys when you get the chance, man.
Is that unreleased news? Like, did you hear that before?
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
posted
Why
it.
did I not know that?
It's on the Instagram.
Yeah, just got posted.
Yeah.
Do you not look at the Instagram?
I mean, I feel like I'm
You
pretty
gotta start
active on
checking it
Instagram.
out.
I just didn't see
We
it.
got hardworking people working on stuff
Yeah,
like
come
that.
on.
You got to start
You gotta
checking it out a
lock
little
in.
bit more often. So, Chris, for you, what is it like playing with Isiah? As a bigger guy,
That's a good
obviously he's the oldest on the team, one of the most experienced. He's been to a few different schools. What is it like learning from him this year that's been really helping you as you've made this jump?
Issam's just he's different, like in the way that he scores in the post. Like it's not like natural. So I mean, it's not like a bad thing, but he's like hard to guard because it's just different. And so that's been like a challenge, like having to guard a guy like that who's like really physical and strong, but like also kind of has like a little bit of, he got the shimmy.
Yeah.
He got the
He's
windshield
got
wiper.
the
little
wiper.
He loves the
Yep.
windshield wiper. Like he's got some tough moves. It's hard to guard, so it's definitely been a challenge. But he also helps me a lot, like just with like little details and stuff like that, especially with like rebounding and stuff too. Like
I mean, I saw
He's
you
been
break out
helpful.
the windshield wiper today during practice for a little,
Did I?
and I was like, all right, look at him go.
It works. It works.
They got him a bucket today.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for both of you.
Okay.
Has your approach changed from your freshman to sophomore year at all? Or are you just kind of doing the same things?
For me, definitely. Like coming in last year, I was real quiet. Like really didn't take practice as serious. But as you see now, I'm talking.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, definitely.
playing hard.
You were a young guy.
Yeah,
Like
for
14,
sure.
something like
And
that,
it-
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he was redshirting, so it's a
Yeah.
little different when you're redshirting to when you're playing. If
Yeah.
you could dive into that with yours before we get to Loofe.
Yeah, the red shirt, it's not what I expected, for sure. When Coach Wilson brought it to my attention, it was I really didn't expect it. I didn't expect that what the talk was going to be. But, I talked to my parents, Coach Brandon Buskey. He was like, that would be a really good thing. Like, don't waste your year trying to play every other game.
Mm-hmm.
You can take this whole year, get stronger, get better, learn new things, watch how the game is, and you can come next year and do what you do. And that's worked so far.
I was about to say it's a good decision.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
it
paying
was a
off.
great decision.
It's definitely paying off.
it was good advice.
He takes advice pretty well, though. I know he asks a lot of the guys for
He
for
does.
help,
Yeah.
and we're always there for him.
Especially that guy right there.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I've been around the game for a few years. So
Just
that
a little.
probably helps.
Just
A few.
A few.
Just a few.
Handful.
Y'all killing
More than a few.
me.
We can say more than a few, right?
I'm younger than a lot of people getting their masters. Like I don't know where we're going with
Why
this
did we
thing.
get the
Like,
Masters? We're just talking about
No, I gotta make sure that
Why
you gotta
did
throw that one out there. You gotta throw that one out there, man.
Hey.
What do you got though, Loofe? Approach coming into your second year.
I don't think my approach is different at all, but I definitely I didn't know what to expect my freshman year, so that's definitely something that changed. Like I kind of know what to expect now. Like parts of the season are gonna be harder than others. So just being able to plan what I'm gonna do throughout the day, like with my workouts and eating,
schedule.
all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
class. It's been easier to plan and get stuff done. So that's probably the only thing.
Oh, definitely. Staying with you, Chris Loofe. Obviously, we know that you're majoring in business this year. So, not to say that basketball's not going to play forever because I do think you guys are going to play for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But after basketball, what are you thinking? Do you have any ideas of things that you're looking at? I know that your dad, Richie, is big into that stuff. So
Shout out Richie.
Shout out to Richie.
Shout out Richie.
Man. I don't know. I mean, I want to try to make as much money off of basketball as possible. Try to play pro. Maybe use that money to invest in some real estate, start a business, something like that. I mean, probably just invest in something. But I'm not too sure. I don't have like a solid plan yet.
I can see you doing something with hair care. Every time we see him, he's constantly coming out with the curls going.
Yeah. I can see that. Some
see
curl cream.
curl cream. Loofe's curl.
Maybe
cream.
some shampoo.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Conditioner.
Conditioner.
Yeah.
2-in-1.
2-in-1. 2-in-1.
Leave-in.
Yeah.
Leave-in conditioner.
Come on, man. I can see that.
And then I got another question from the people for you, Torey, because he got his question for the people.
Okay.
Your question from the people is, who's your favorite dunker of all time?
Favorite dunker?
Great question.
Yeah.
And you have to have one.
You have to have. Everyone has one.
I've never been asked
We
this
might go
question.
around with our favorite dunkers.
I've never
Yeah,
been asked
that's
this question before.
It's a good one.
Favorite dunker? I'd have to go either Vince Carter, for sure,
Good answer.
Okay.
or I'm throwing out there, Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp he's
Come on,
He
man.
pulled one out there.
yeah, he's crazy.
All
You
right.
got some ball knowledge, huh?
He knows ball.
You're knowledgeable.
This guy knows ball right here.
Okay.
What
Flexing
about
a
you,
little
Chris
bit.
Loofe?
I'm waiting to hear a big man here. That's what I'm waiting to hear.
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say Shaq. Maybe Shaq.
Dwight Howard.
That's a good question.
Dwight could
Ooh, Dwight Howard.
Dwight could
It's a good
fly.
one.
Dwight.
DeAndre Jordan. He's
Okay,
got.
Remember Lob City?
Lob
Bro.
City.
Oh my gosh.
What an era.
He might have one of the nastiest posters ever.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
I
up
remember,
there.
I remember watching Lob City when they were throwing the what was it, fast break lobs, and he windmilled the fast break lob like
Oh, yeah.
Griffin did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, LeBron too, right? You guys say LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vicious.
Zach
Yeah.
LaVine.
That was gonna be mine.
Is he up there?
I was gonna say Zach LaVine's my favorite.
What about
Being a
Aaron Gordon?
Minnesota guy,
Do you go Aaron Gordon?
Aaron Gordon? I ain't gonna lie, his dunk contest.
I don't know if his is better than Zach LaVine's. Zach LaVine went between the legs from the free throw line.
Okay, but let's
He
be
went
real
That's
though.
incredible.
But you see what Aaron Gordon did over
Yeah.
the mascot
Let's
under
be
both
honest,
legs.
he
Like,
went-
come on, let's be real.
Do y'all know what jersey Zach LaVine was wearing for that?
Okay.
All right.
Thought you were from New York. Where are you from? Let's talk about
We
that.
all know I'm from Minnesota. We all know that.
Okay.
And anybody who watches football knows that we have the best team in the NFL.
All
But
right.
I'm just gonna throw that one out there. Don't
How
let
do you feel
that
about
stress you out.
Sam Darnold?
I think he's great. What do you mean? I mean, it's hard to be mad at him right now. Look at his record.
It's true.
So y'all keeping him next
Yeah,
year? or
you
what?
keeping him or what?
We'll see. We'll see. I think we got the best coaches in the league, and that makes it a little bit easier for us. And then we got two of the best wide receivers in the league. I'm including Addison as one of them.
Let's
And
move on.
JJ.
That's
Oh, you don't like that?
no, I don't.
Oh, I know you didn't like that.
It's no.
You want to talk about the Titans? Oh, he doesn't want to do that.
Question for both of you
Nah, I don't wanna
guys.
talk about it.
Question for both of you guys. Who's your favorite NBA player, just overall, all time?
All-time greatest.
Yeah.
You got it.
Or not greatest, favorite. That's probably better.
Yeah.
KD.
KD.
Yeah.
Man, well, we all know
We
Kevin
all know-
Durant.
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
know Kevin Durant's his.
You want to elaborate on the why? Texas guy.
Yeah, Texas, that's part of it. And he's a footer who's a guard. So that's like every big
Yeah.
man's dream is to be a guard.
When was KD at Texas? What year? Did you watch him?
No, I think I was too young.
Okay.
He was on the cover of NCAA. Was that 09? 09 and
You would
10?
know. You're the OG.
Wow, that was. It's a.
Did you watch him?
I know who your favorite player is, though.
Who's that?
What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Stephen Curry.
Oh, that's right.
Greatest of all time. Greatest PG of all time.
He's either greatest player of all time or just greatest PG of all time.
Greatest PG.
Well, he's your favorite player ever, though?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why.
I think he's top 10 all time, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree.
I'd give him top 5. I would.
I'd put him top 5. Who's your
I'd put
top
him
5?
at 5.
You have to explain that now. You have to go in depth.
Yeah, I heard you
You're
knocked
not
out
gonna-
of the
you're not
five.
gonna like this.
Who's your top
You're
5?
not gonna
top
like
five?
this.
Let's hear it.
LeBron. No certain order.
Okay.
LeBron. I give Kevin Durant in my top 5.
Okay.
I put Shaq in my top 5.
Okay.
I put Michael Jordan, Steph Curry. That's my 5.
No Kobe
No Kobe?
I'd say Kobe at 6.
Kobe at 6.
Kobe's at 6 for me.
over Kevin Durant?
Yes.
Hey.
I think
man.
Kevin Durant's one of the best, or if not the best, offensive player we've ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
It's true.
He's different.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why he's in
I
my
can't
top
argue
5.
with
That's
that one.
easy. Why don't you give us your top 5? You're trying
I-
to throw me out there for my top 5.
I don't know if I have a top 5. You know, it's different eras. Kobe's in there though. Definitely
Okay.
Kobe, MJ, Bron, Shaq.
Okay. I had to make sure you threw that one in there.
I want to throw somebody like crazy in there, like Magic.
Throw
Just
Magic in
because,
there?
yeah.
You
Magic.
can. That's not crazy.
So if you
Will.
so you think Magic is better than Curry? Let's be real though. Because if you think Curry's the best point guard of all time,
Then Magic couldn't be
yeah,
5.
Magic can't be in there. You got to put Curry in there.
Look at you. You don't even know
If
what
there's-
you want to put down.
If there's anybody above Curry, it's Magic, and that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Top 2, not 2. Shout out Drake.
He's a Drake enthusiast. He just loves him.
I am.
Um,
Speaking of that,
Speaking of that,
who is your favorite artist for both of you? Who do you listen to the most?
Chris
You already
might
know
have
what
the
I'm gonna say.
craziest one.
Does he?
Yeah.
It's definitely unexpected from me.
It's not
You
unexpected.
can go first though.
No, you got it. I want to hear yours.
No,
I ain't
you-
gonna lie. I want to hear yours.
It's definitely NBA YoungBoy.
Told you.
I don't.
I did my Spotify Wrapped, and I'm like the top like
You're in the top
1%.
1% of
Yeah.
people listening to NBA YoungBoy?
yeah, it was
Wow.
a lot of minutes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know.
What?
I'm surprised Drake
Chris
isn't in
Loofe
there
working
for you.
out, blasting music, NBA YoungBoy. That's all you hear.
He's versatile, man.
Because me and you've been listening to a lot of like old
Yeah.
school music in the
Yeah.
car.
You been putting them on?
No, put
no,
me
no,
on.
ain't no put on. We come on.
Just
man.
thought because you were my fault. You're an older, young guy. Just
All right, I
My
ain't gonna lie.
bad.
The old jokes, I'm loving it right now.
Y'all loving it. Okay. What goes around comes around. Don't worry. It will.
But I had to say, my favorite artist is either I had to go Drake or Lil Uzi. I've always been a Lil Uzi fan. Like even like the old Lil Uzi, that's probably my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
What do you consider old Lil Uzi?
You know,
See.
He goes 2016 is old.
Money.
I mean, it is,
Longer,
though.
P's
He
and
goes
That is,
2016
that's-
is old.
That is old Uzi though.
That is old. Uzi.
9 years
That's
ago.
almost 9 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Almost a decade.
Time flies, man.
It does.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Mm.
Come on.
Going more in depth into before you guys got here, how was being in Leander? How was being in Durham? Of course, you have two of the biggest schools there. He knows. Two of the biggest schools there. What was that like? Did you ever grow up being a fan of either of those two teams, being Duke or North Carolina, or were you just kind of set on a different path?
What's the name? So my dad was a Carolina fan, so I was pushed towards the Carolina side.
Okay.
I mean, you know, just growing up, watching all that, it was good. And then Durham's a really nice city. I like it. I love it. I miss it, really. But, and then, you know, it's good schools. I bounced around. I went to 3 different high schools. So first I was at a public school. Then I reclassed and went to a private school, or like a Christian school. Then I went to Winston-Salem, which is like maybe 15 minutes from Wake Forest.
Wow.
So I mean, I bounced around, but it was really fun. Like I had a really good high school experience. For sure.
And I know you had the chance to go home for Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're fine with us asking, but what was your favorite Christmas gift this year? I know you're still pretty young, so you get a lot of those.
Okay.
Yes.
My
He
favorite
said
Christmas gift. I mean, I really didn't get that much for Christmas. I really don't get that much for Christmas. I don't really ask for nothing.
I know you got a new necklace, though. We see the new necklace.
Yo,
It's a nice necklace. It's a
Yeah.
nice one.
chill. But yes, I did get this necklace from someone.
Okay. And then, Chris, of course, we know you're from Leander, and we know your family actually came here after the Tennessee game to come see you for Christmas. How was that, and how was growing up in Leander?
It was fun. Yeah, they came and they spent Christmas here. It was cool. They spent like 4 or 5 days here. It was cool. Leander, it's like a small. It's not really a town. It's more like it's bigger than a town, but it's like a suburb of Austin, like 30 minutes out of Austin. It's kind of similar to here actually, Murfreesboro. Like just the whole setup, like Murfreesboro being like 45 minutes from Nashville. Nashville's pretty similar to Austin. But yeah, it was cool growing up there. Not a whole lot going on though, so, you know. hanging out with the guys, being in the gym.
Speaking of Texas and football, what do you guys think about this college football playoffs? Obviously, next year we're excited for MT to get in there, but for now with the 12-team playoff, what do you guys think about that format? Along with, I know you're hoping for them, but I'm honestly curious to see who you're pulling for this year.
Who I'm pulling for?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pulling for anybody. I don't want Texas to win. I'm sorry.
What's that about?
Why not?
Just- I don't
Is
know.
it because Loofe is here?
No, that's not why. No,
I just checking in. I just want to make sure it's
no.
not that.
I don't know. I don't want them to win.
You don't like Texas?
I'm from Texas actually, but no, I don't. I'm
Oh,
a
yeah. Oh, it's because you're from College Station.
yeah, A&M guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that.
All of a sudden he's from Texas, but like,
Okay.
Texas in the playoffs, all of a sudden he's like, whatever.
Obviously, I want Texas to win. I think it's kind of cool though that
Mhm.
teams like SMU and like Boise State get a chance to play.
Do you think they
mean-
should be in though? Because all of them lost.
I think Boise State should be in.
They haven't played yet, so. But yes,
I think they should be in the 12 team though. I
I-
think they should
I agree with
restructure
that.
it like top to bottom after you get your 12 though.
I think they
'Cause
should.
Boise State getting that bye and stuff like that.
I think they
feel
should. I
like
think it's
Yeah.
a good thing
I think Boise
to
should.
get like smaller schools the opportunity to play.
Mhm.
I
I like
mean,
that.
it's the first year it happened, so I think it's going to be a little bit more lopsided. But like
As time goes on.
when recruits see that they can go to a school and make it to like the national championship, if
Mhm.
it's like a smaller school, I feel like they're probably going to get better players. You know, that
that
can like
builds up
compete. and shit.
programs like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who I'm most excited for. I'm excited to see Ashton Genty, man. I am.
You're tuning in?
I'm tuning in.
You guys are
But I mean, he knows. We usually sit around. He doesn't like to show up every time. He's missed it. But the three of us will
I've been
sit
there
there and
before,
watch a ton of college football together. Definitely in the postseason or preseason.
Mhm.
Us three, Jalen Counter,
Mhm.
JP would be there. Mari, Cam.
Mari shows up a
We had
little bit. Yeah,
I
Cam.
think
We had a
I
big-
think
we
I've
used
been
to
there
have
more
big-
than Mari.
You've been there more than
Thank
Mari.
you. Okay.
But that doesn't mean
Just-
Mari wasn't there a lot too.
No.
We had a good
But
little.
you just said it like I like. I got
we had a good-
it
I was
all.
just trying to give respect for the group. It was a good group.
Okay.
Sitting down, watching some good football. Go get some Wingstop, you know.
It's a good
Wingstop
time.
always hits on,
Man,
on College Football
fantastic.
Saturday, man.
Something about it. They got a skill over there.
They do.
They have a good skill.
Is that the
over there.
best wing place? Here?
Here?
Yeah.
Probably. That's probably the only one I know.
Here, Miss Marianne's.
Oh, Miss
Miss
Marianne's
Marianne's
is really
is-
good.
oh my
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not bad. That's a good pick.
What are those fries called that Wingstop makes?
The voodoo
Voodoo
fries.
fries.
Yes, those are, those.
That's
Be
a must-have.
Man. But,
Must
but
have.
he pulled
Need
one out with
those.
the Miss Marianne. What they got, the 50-cent wings? Or
They got
60
50-cent wings.
You don't know about that? On
They got 50
Tuesday,
cent
on
wings in my go right
Tuesdays,
now.
Tuesdays or Thursdays, it's like 50-cent wings.
So tomorrow they're gonna have 50-cent wings.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can get 20 wings for like $10.
Trying to go.
Shout out
we
Miss
go.
Marianne's.
We can
I'll-
go.
They
We'll
want to
be
throw a
there.
sponsorship.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Marianne's. If
We're
they're
here.
listening, yeah, we're here.
Glass
Love
House
some wings.
Love
Podcast
this
is
product.
sponsored by Miss
Yeah.
Marianne.
But you didn't get a chance to answer. I know you're not the biggest college football fan, but you've watched enough football with us to kind of pick a team or to kind of have a guy to watch.
Yeah, since my roommate's going for Texas, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh,
Go
man.
Texas.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Come on.
I got you.
I like
I
that.
got
Look at
you.
them.
I got you.
Sticking together.
I like
Young
it.
guys.
You gotta respect it. The two youngest on the team. Just growing up right in front of our eyes, aren't they?
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I remember you used to be 14.
All right.
14 years old, freshman in college.
Youngest freshman in
Ever.
NCAA.
Ever.
Where did he come from?
I swear that the age just gets lower and lower and lower.
You keep bringing the age larger and larger for me. Like, what goes around comes around, like I said.
I said it.
Mm.
How do you feel about the home field advantage, college football?
I think that's electric.
It is.
honestly.
I love it.
Being
Yeah,
able
I
to
like
play in
it.
front of your
Yeah.
own fans, especially that Penn State whiteout, I think is absolutely insane. So going
Come on,
into
man.
the future, we're going to see a lot of schools with a lot of colors. I think it's good.
A lot of schools, a lot of colors.
That's what it is.
It is. A lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
Mhm.
A lot of passion.
Thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of the Glass House Hoops podcast. Join us here in the Murphy Center on Thursday night versus Kennesaw State, and again Saturday night against Jacksonville State. And don't forget to tune in to next week, episode 3 on the Glass House podcast. So I'd like to thank both my
Yep.
guests. And I appreciate you
Thanks
guys'
for
time.
coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck y'all.
Had a
Of
good
course, thanks
time.
for having us.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's do
It's
it.
fun. Appreciate y'all.